The last time we talked, I told you that trying to remove the security of the Chief Justice was one of the biggest mistakes also the President made after impeaching the former Deputy President. And this is because the Chief Justice will have retaliated and came back at the government. And that's what is literally happening. He leads the Justice Department of this country. A lot of injustice have been done even inside that parliament. But since the Chief Justice was kind of the side of the government, she was silent. So after the removal of her security team, she has decided to get back to the government. And today I want to just share a little why the current move by the High Court, which is under the Chief Justice leadership, the move of the High Court to make Azimio coalition, the majority coalition in the National Assembly as it were before, deals a big blow to the government and how this is going to impact the government of President William Ruto. And you know, the High Court ruling declaring Azimio as the majority coalition has one potential of radically altering leadership structure and leaving a trail of President William Ruto's inner circle as major casualties in the National Assembly. Some of the people talking about here the likes of Akina Kimani Ichung'wah and the likes of Akina Moses Wetang'ula. And actually, after the court ruled this, the opposition coalition that is led by Wiper party leader, that is Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka, already started calling for the resignation of the National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetang'ula for breaching the law when it declared Kenya Kwanza over President William Ruto as the majority coalition in the National Assembly. But also at the same time, Moses Wetang'ula is being faced with another major setback because the court itself, the same court that is under the leadership of the Chief Justice, has said that Moses Wetang'ula cannot be the Speaker of the National Assembly, and at the same time, Moses Wetang'ula is leading Ford Kenya. He has to relinquish one. Okay? And I don't know what Moses will do. I don't know which party Moses will relinquish, because according to the court, it says that Moses Wetang'ula should not lead Ford Kenya while in office because it cites the needs of impartiality. And you see, this is something that was bound to happen. You see, every good deed deserves some good. Every bad deed deserves some bad. One good turn deserves another. So it's time for these people to start paying for what they have been doing to other people. And we know the only person right now in this country who can discipline this government very well is none other than the Chief Justice, Honorable Martha Koome. And if Martha Koome is gonna be strict with this government, then even come 2027, the same government gonna have a hard time getting back into office. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's base our conversation on the recent development of the removal of Kenya Kwanza as the majority leaders in the National Assembly and bestowing it back to Azimio. Now, I was listening to a friend of mine, and he said that an ally of him who is in ODM told them that if Raila Odinga loses AU chairmanship, he's gonna come back to demand a lot from the government or go back to become leader of opposition and a rebel. That will mean that Raila Odinga will merge with Rigathi Gachagua, Kalonzo Musyoka, Uhuru Kenyatta and Fred Matiang'i. And it's another poison to President William Ruto because it will be them controlling the National Assembly. So the president going home, SUGOI is calling, and it's calling irrevertibly. So it will be very easy for the president to go back home. Now, the recent court ruling declaring Azimio la Umoja One coalition as the majority party in the National Assembly has a very huge significant implications for President William Ruto's administration. Now, this decision overturns the earlier declaration by the National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetang'ula, who recognized Kenya Kwanza coalition as the majority. That time, Wetang'ula was not ready, or Wetang'ula did not see what was coming to him in the near future. They thought they can just rule the country how they want, but they didn't know that there will come a time when one who is superior to that government will take charge. And they messed it up when they went after that person who is the Chief Justice. And I just want to ask you a question. Is Martha Koome gonna walk the footsteps of the former Chief Justice Maraga? Now, the key implications of this happening is that, number one, parliamentary leadership is going to be restructured, whereby the ruling mandates a recognition not a recognition, but rather a reorganization of the National Assembly leadership, where positions currently held by Kenya Kwanza members such as the majority leader, the majority whip, are expected to be transferred to Azimio representative. And this is why I told you that, for instance, the Kikuyu MP Kimani Ichung'wa may have to relinquish his role as the majority leader to an Azimio appointee, be it Millie Odhiambo, be it Honorable Gertrude Mbeyu, be it Babu Owino, whoever ODM will pick. The second thing that is going to change in the parliament is committee leadership changes. And Azimio, as the recognized majority, will gain greater representation in parliamentary committees. This shift could lead Azimio members sharing key departmental committees, thereby influencing legislative priorities and oversight functions. And the fact that Azimio has a number of MPs not MPs but rather cabinet secretaries inside Ruto's government, and also a key number of key figures in Ruto's government, I'm telling you, this is gonna be a huge blow for the president come 2027 and even in the remaining tenure of his reign. The other thing that is gonna be changed is the legislative agenda impact. And this comes with Azimio assuming the majority. President Ruto's legislative agenda may face increased scrutiny and potential obstacles, because motions like the one to impeach Rigathi Gachagua ilipitishwa because Kimani Ichung'wa ni mtu wa Ruto na Kimani Ichung'wa walikuwa pale kuhakikisha kwamba wametuma Rigathi nyumbani. But right now such motions will be faced with a lot of obstacles. Azimio enhanced role could challenge the passage of bills and policies proposed by the executive, necessitating greater negotiation and consensus building. So maybe the thing that will impact the more from the people is the move by Junet Mohammed to do away with public participation. But hizo vitu zingine zote, unnecessary bills, sijui finance bills, sijui impeach who, they're gonna face a huge impact. The other thing is Speaker's position will be under scrutiny. The court's ruling also highlighted that Speaker Moses Wetang'ula violated the constitution by declaring Kenya Kwanza as the majority without sufficient basis. Now, what does this mean? He breached the constitution. He went against the constitution. So this means that Speaker Moses Wetang'ula has to be eliminated as the speaker or to be removed as the speaker of National Assembly. And at the beginning of the video I told you that Kalonzo Musyoka is calling for the resignation of the speaker of National Assembly, Moses Wetang'ula, where he cites compromised neutrality. So as much as the shift has happened, the Kenya Kwanza government is gonna face a huge time. It's time for them to pay for their sins, as I can say boldly. And the court's decisions is gonna define the power dynamics within Kenya's National Assembly, presenting challenges to the president administration and advancing its legislative initiatives. Then the ruling also will underscore the importance of adherence to constitutional principles and the need for impartiality in parliamentary proceedings. Let me know in the comment section, how do you see the move by the High Court to reinstate Azimio la Umoja One coalition as the majority coalition in the National Assembly? What does this mean for the sitting president, and what does this mean for the leader of majority, that is Raila Odinga and Kalonzo Musyoka, as we head to 2027, and also as President Ruto continues to face a huge backlash from this nation when he goes to places to launch his projects? Leave me your views in the comment section. Ladies and gentlemen, have yourselves a lovely day, and if it's the first time you're encountering this channel, kindly don't forget to hit the subscribe button.